Us, we are reporting live and direct from, of course, this is Lagos, Nigeria, and it's a pleasure having you, Mr. Lucky, to discuss on national issues bordering on the social, political, and economic sphere. Today, he's, of course, according to reports, Naira is over 1,000 per dollar. So is that a development? Is that a way forward?
Now it's 1,025 kobo. 1,025 kobo. So before the week run out, maybe it will be 1,250 or 1,300. Number one, where is your president? Where is Tinubu? Where is Tinubu? Since he came from America, we are not happy. They say Nigeria is, he make Lagos to be what Lagos is now. And he have not channeled that to Nigeria. It's a Jagaba in Lagos, but it's not a Jagaba in Nigeria.
Well, let's forget about Lagos because that, as far as Lagos is concerned, what do you celebrate in Lagos? Look at the roads and how dilapidated the roads are. So it's nothing to come by. Look at the drainage system. It's nothing to come by. So what do you exactly celebrate about the Lagos?
That is the campaign used to deceive Nigerians. And so many people in the north, but now where are we now today? Nigerians are suffering. Nigerians are lamenting all cross. Both Yorubas, both Hausa, both all tribes. Dollars has gone to 1,250. That is 25 naira. Gas has gone to 1,000 plus. Petrol is going to 1,000. In Ghana, 200 naira, 200 CD, 200 CD in Ghana is equivalent to 14,000 naira in Nigeria. So we almost approach to Zimbabwe where we carry bag of money to go and buy bread. I get it. So what I'm saying, that is terrible now. Insecurity. You can see what is trending now is when you make a call according to Nigerians in Abuja there, your people disappear. People are now doing all sorts of things to get money. The industry have been shutting down. The company have been shutting down. Staff are now losing. You are now projecting billions of dollars to go and buy weapons. When you eat, when you get a job, do you think you go and do all parties? No. So what I'm asking Nigeria for now, well, the way forward, that is our president. Are you getting me? Now, number one, all kind of disgraceful, calling him issue of certificate, issue of no ability to do something, issue of even to speak to the nation, issue of the certificate, that too, something's wrong somewhere. So where are we, my brother? Nigeria are crying, no road, nothing, no matching order, insecurity, no food, no company. Where are we, my brother? That's the question I asked.
I saw in NTA one of the federal roads in the east, linking Port Harcourt and is it Abia State or so. I said, wow, is this a federal road in Nigeria? In fact, that is quite unimaginable that such will be happening in a state that is one of the 6 largest oil-rich states in the world. Now, this inflation will push many people out of jobs. Is it a preparation of more criminality or encouraging more people to join criminality? Of course, in the country, because everybody has an instinct of survival. So if you are pushed to the wall and you have nothing to fall back on, of course, you might resort to criminality or other social vices, constituting nuisance to the society for your survival.
And the point is that the way it is now, the students no longer go to school anymore. The so-called university, their school fee was low, now it's very high. And after paying school fees, hosted is a problem. Have to stay is a problem. Normally, when you pay school fees, everything goes together. Now you pay school fees for 160,000 naira. and they are now calling to come and pay school fees of almost 100. That is hostel, almost 70,000, 100,000. Now I want to ask you a question now. You that doesn't have job, how will you eat? You will lead to criminality now. You must eat, you must feed yourself. Nobody now say, okay, come and take. It wasn't, before, during PDP time, we are having it. You understand me? We are having it. This was so good. House is cheap, cement is cheap. But nowadays, since APC came in, I'm going to follow my predecessor legacy. Legacy of worst. What do you expect? Criminality everywhere now. Even the city cannot go out. There is siege. Southeast, you can't go out. In South North, they can't go out. In Abuja, where seat of power is, where Tinubu is, everybody is afraid to go out.
What is this telling us about Nigerian state? Is it that this nation is almost teetering towards an irreversible end?
You are going to anarchy.
Because the state of anarchy is when people's
people are being pushed to war.
Could no longer be.
People are being pushed to war now. The next is to bank back, which police and army cannot contain. Because 200 million Nigerians, if they come out, what do will happen? Anarchy will be everywhere. But what I'm saying now, as I'm here talking to you now, I am not okay. I won't tell you lie. I'm fed up for this country because the kind of abuse I received from my daughter for who in school, and that's I mean, daddy send me money, no money to send, and I don't know where to. I can't go and stay. I get me. What do I do? Like why so many Nigerians looking for where to live. Landlord is stopping. See, I don't know. And when you come out there, you die. Nobody will follow you. You die, Sarah. Do you know how many people die in a day? People are dying inside the room. The highest sickness now in Nigeria now is ulcer. I get me. Thinking, heart attack. I don't know me. So you took money from the poor, give it to the big men, name of subsidy. Are you aware they are still paying subsidy?
Of course. And now, what is the new central bank governor doing? I thought he said he will perform magic.
All the people.
All the magic we are seeing.
Tinubu himself, when the head is rotting, the leg is too will not work. Tinubu himself, is he doing something? Look at the minister. Only minister I saw is a weak who was just I don't know what that one is doing. Scatter and destroy. CBN governor, since he came in, other road ministers, have you had anything from them? They are just parading. 6 months have gone. Well, another 6 months is gone. We'll be talking about election again. So, my brother, what I'm telling you, everybody's lamenting. You can see me normally. If I'm talking to you, you see the vibration. But you see now, I can't talk.
I was even thinking you.
I'm only bread. There's somebody buy me bread. This bread.
I was even thinking you will sorting me.
My brother, somebody buy me bread. You see,
I even cry more than my.
See now, somebody buy me bread. Because I'm talking. Once I finish talking now, I have to go and eat bread. Nigeria has become what are even Rwanda. Rwanda is even better than Nigeria now. Zimbabwe is better than Nigeria now. Are you getting me? So we are just standstill. Nigeria is standstill. Nothing is working. The useless labor people who came out and start shouting that we are going to protest, where are they?
Don't you think it's time for us to hold the representatives accountable and demand that they vote, of course, for the disintegration of the Nigerian state? If things are not working, how comes just about 220 million people, they can't shut away for,
all sleeping
for themselves?
They are all sleeping. You know, the ethnicity tribalism has killed this country, whereby when Igbo man will stand up, Yoruba man will not support. But when Yoruba man stand up, Igbo man will not support.
Having his own share.
So everybody having no share. This week, there's not me. I'm not doing anything. I'm just stranded. I'm just tired. I will run about, go home. The kind of instruct I'm missing for my wife. Where is the work? They are sacking those who are even managing before. They are not sacking people. I get me sacking their workers. Nothing is happening. That's the problem we're having. So I don't know.
That is the problem we're having. No. What is your reaction regarding the massacre by the Hamas that invaded the village in Israel, a neighboring village in Israel, killing more than 260 children?
Hamas is just like Boko Haram. I blame the Palestine. Why this kind of thing is happening, Palestine government is supposed to at least call Hamas in order. It's like they're supporting the Hamas. So it's good for them. The Israel, they wake the Israel up. When the snake is lying down, you want to touch the lion. What do you expect? Now, they have talked to Israel. Israel said they are going to make that place ungovernable. They have run the whole place, declared sort of emergency in that particular Gaza. So the Hamas is having it now. They should release the hostage they kidnap. Let them release it. They say they are not ready to do that. And before you know, just 4 days, but everywhere is
most children were hacked to death. They are made. Imagine children.
They are terrorists.
Innocent children.
They are terrorists. They should deal
What
with
kind
them.
of humanity? What kind of society?
They should deal with them. They are terrorists. They
What
should
kind of
deal with them.
mentality is this?
I thank God Israel is dealing with them. He said they are going to make that place robbers. I don't understand me. And they are doing that. So they deserve it. It's what they deserve it. My brother, leave this bread alone. Don't like bread. So now, what I'm saying is that the Hamas went and
This guy is trying to rob you of your daily,
my brother, my
breakfast.
big bread I'm having.
It's not fair.
This bread will follow me home now. My family. Now, what I'm saying, Hamas, they deserve what they are getting. Israel should ban them because they wait for party. They were doing party when the Hamas went there and kidnapped more than 200 and slaughtered so many people.
Honestly,
You don't do that. Now, Israel is hammering them now. Let them hammer them more and get them out. Palestine is not up to 2 million. Let them run the whole place and massacre them.
But do you think that the wave of what is happening over there might, of course,
I don't know why in Nigeria
might spill over
let me tell you,
Nigeria,
you have Saudi Arabia,
especially the northern.
you have Saudi Arabia, you have Iran, you have Iraq, you have Kuwait, that Muslim country come. I don't know why what concern our Nigerian Muslim here. They are protesting. I don't know what is the problem. They should not brought that in. What they need to protest is how we are suffering in Nigeria now. Tinubu came here, not be able to do anything. They just to protest concerning that, not what is happening in the far east. I get to me. Nothing concern me. They have their own problem. They have been fighting for long since I was born. So let the United Nations go there and sort them out. But Hamas deserve what they are getting. Israel should ban them more. I get to me. So that next time they should not go and disturb the peace of Israel. Nobody should touch Israel. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Remember me your bread, so that we'll have a share of. Yes, SM fans, good morning wherever you might be watching us from. We are reporting live here in Lagos State. This is about the state of the nation and the Looming Dilema. When people will no longer sustain lives or their livelihoods, then that turns a great danger to the society and the nation at large. This is just the story about the Nigerian state, and it's rather unfortunate that Nigerians are trapped in this quagmire. This is unfortunate incidents, and indeed, nobody knows how soon, of course, Nigerians unfortunately have no direction on how to navigate out of this world. No even vision for the country, no even sense of direction at all. Everybody seems to be to himself, including those political elites who call themselves rulers. Unfortunately, have not given any sense of direction to the bounds of potential, of course, criminals that is being bred by lack of jobs and insecurity, working the entire country, food insecurity. There is no health, social security for the masses. It is rather unfortunate that we are trapped in this mess, and how far this will go becomes an endless story. We are more or less sitting on a cake of a gunpowder, which definitely, if not nuclear, of course, nuke, and possibly might explode any moment from now. Do we need the revolution to chart the way forward becomes a very pertinent question to answer as it stands now. It's so unfortunate that we have ourselves trapped in this unfortunate mess. Okay. Lucky. Me. It's me. Okay, as we await the next analyst this morning, I was saddened by such Of course, news about the invasion of Israel, especially the defenseless citizens who are on a celebration mode, unfortunately was rounded up and by killed as mercilessly by supposed people who perhaps whatever be their reasons, of course, it's not justifiable taking lives when almost people are expecting some level of peace within the region. They unfortunately have created more problems for the supposed Palestinian people. It's sort of unfortunate, but then, of course, as certainly submitted by the Israel Prime Minister that they forced the war on them. They never wanted the war, but the war was forced on them in the most cruel and savage nature. And as such, of course, they have to defend themselves and the integrity of their territory and their own posterity. You are welcome. We are discussing this morning the state of the nation, Mr. Nii. Good morning.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, the dollar is now 1,025 naira per dollar. Is that a new development for this government? As a good supporter of this government, what led to this, and what is your plan for Nigerians as inflation is eating up the entire whatever is left about this country?
That's not the official market rate. That's the the black market rate, which is 1,000. And these are what the speculators and the insincere capitalists we have in Nigeria would definitely use to price our market. Most of them will get their dollar in the IME window, but they will rather, sell out at the rate of the black markets, which is so unfortunate. Yes, the country needs to do more in terms of production, especially our oil production, which keeps, you know, gets stolen by the these miscreants in the Niger Delta and the likes, calling themselves artisanal refiners and all that. We need to really, secure our pipelines, and then afterwards we need to accelerate our production capacity. It's a shame that as a Nigerian that we import even a broomstick, we even import mop, we import shovel.
We all know this, but is it that the president was not truly prepared for governance? Because I thought, according to him, he said he will hit the ground running. But unfortunately, he was still crawling with his good talk, if I might use, not to insult the president. But then what is happening shows that the state of the progressiveness of this country has been plunged into more abysmal, just like people wishing or desiring the return of Buhari, which unfortunately people knew never performed. But they are wishing Buhari would have been better if he has continued than having this total devastating experience.
The only thing that anybody that is probably demanding the return of Buhari or the return of Jonathan is lack of understanding. I think that's what is worrying them. You see, as a country, we need to understand that we have not been creative, innovative. The federal government, this Tinubu said, is taking away subsidy on dollars. By all means, he said he's going to take subsidy even on fuel. But of course, because of the hardship, everybody sees that no, we cannot survive. All we need is our FX subsidized. You see, a subsidized foreign exchange does not encourage domestic production. It's as simple as that. Subsidized foreign exchange, even if you have electricity, will not in any way encourage domestic production, because this is what will happen. Sorry, let me tell you, one Femi Adebayo, who has billions of dollars, would not rather use that money to produce locally when he knows that if he goes to China with a subsidized dollar, he can get his products. And this is what brought us to where we are today. The reality of our dollar rate today is telling us how unproductive, how non-creative, okay,
how lack of looking inward we have led ourselves in for a very long time. It didn't start under this man.
Yes, I think
I think the greatest mistake we made as a nation was to subsidize our forex. Let me tell you one thing. There's a reason why China will not subsidize their dollar. They don't want to. They want to. For us today, we need a total reform of mindset, because anybody that is crying that the dollar is high simply wants to have a cheaper dollar to go to China to import generator parts, to import bicycle parts, to import phones. He's not thinking on, why don't I have these things locally made, produced? And then I understand you go to that idea of where is the electricity. I understand you go to the idea of where is the good roads and the likes. But do you know that the same China in 1993, if I'm not mistaken, signed a bill just like as Nigeria signed an electricity bill that private investors should come in. Today we have that bill. Yes, where are our private investors? People would rather not invest in the electricity because they know if they go to China, if they import their generators in 2-3 months, they sell out, they get their money. Most investors, and especially Nigerian investors who have the money, they are not ready for a long-term profit. Everybody wants short to medium term. Let me import my generator.
Sorry, are you aware that Association of Manufacturers, Nigerian manufacturers, say that they pay close to 60 different taxes annually? So that alone would frustrate or discourage people going into production. You don't follow. So how do you encourage? Listen, let me ask you a question before you respond.
You have asked the question.
No, I'm not done with the question.
Now you're biased.
No, I'm asking a question so that you get
your bias out of what your bias is about. The taxes did not start under this administration. You know, this administration has said something. Do we have a tax and fiscal reform committee? Those guys,
and what difference does that make?
What do you know? What difference does that make?
These are mere portfolios.
The problem you have is
it doesn't address
the problem you have
on ground.
The problem you have is your bias for this administration to fail.
No, it's not just about the bias.
You know, it's out there, and it is what.
Even though I wish them it is bad, they should be able to wish themselves good. I be able to convince Nigerians that they are really already forgotten.
One thing the committee has done recently is to waive tax on diesel.
That is just money sharing committee. No committee has.
You didn't even hear what I just said. I said one of the policies.
Yes.
One of the actions they just took right now is to waive tax VAT on diesel.
And how much is diesel now? Close to 1,000.
The question is,
or 1,000.
Was that a requirement? Was that one of the things that the manufacturers were clamoring for? Has it been done? Yes. Has it not been done? It has been done. But you see, our manufacturers, even when diesel was 600, what they said was, we want diesel prices to go down, blah 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 shit.
Because it's affecting their
as of today, nationwide there has been an improvement in electricity, and nobody.
That is totally wrong. That is totally.
Oh my God.
Are you not in this country where not for 3 consecutive times the national grid collapsed?
What is that?
7 days.
What is that? I said 7 days
collapse since 2 weeks ago.
May 29.
2 weeks ago.
Electricity has improved, and if you call 5 people here, if you call 5 persons here, they will tell you I am right.
You are completely wrong. I'm a witness. No, where is Lucky? Lucky, Mr. Lucky, come. Just a minute.
Lucky you call because
you should call somebody. I will come.
Mr. Please show.
Come.
Please, cause I
didn't sleep with lights today. I don't have lights.
Electricity is
well, which people 0%.
No.
Yes. Light has improved. It depends on your area. Where are you staying?
I say you collect.
No, but collect light.
I saw light yesterday. I swear.
That is not right. I'm telling you.
That is not working.
Which spot is that? Okay, issue there. Transformer is not working. Which spot? Is it my fault? Hold on, cool down. You are watching me. You are hearing generator. Transformer is not working.
No, the transformer is not working.
Then which spot? If it's not working, which spot?
The local government.
I understand that.
If they are listening to me, you are hearing generator now.
I understand, Mr. Christian. I understand. Is that right?
Let me serious now.
Is that right? I understand that you would bring everything negative out. No, that is not negative. Not a reality. Are there lights now? Are there lights?
From like within in a month now, how has it been? From the beginning of the month till now, how has it been?
You now, generator is working now.
I say from 20 May 2019 that there's light in my area.
In your own area, right? Come and show your face. Come and show your face. Do you have light?
I have light. Water light.
That is your living from village.
You don't have a village.
He's living inside village. You guys, can you see that? No, he said Isaga is not. It's almost out of Lagos. Listen. You're talking about within the Lagos vicinity. Please come, baby girl. Please come. Please come. That is quite unfortunate. So come now. I'm able to establish that. Please.
Don't mind me.
Okay, you got light now. Huh?
You have like
Okay.
This 24 hours.
Yes.
24 hours.
You have light?
Are you sure?
Yes, okay, yes.
Okay, right?
Yes. Sometimes 2 days they'll move
Thank you, my dear. Thank you. Listen. Thank you. I think I've been forgetting. No, Olivia, you're not sincere, man. But now, Olivia, do you see that? You have been put to shame. You have not an issue. You have been put to shame. Listen, the question is, VAT on diesel has been taken off. Multiple taxations.
I said only for today when no light for Bao. Everywhere there's light. Probably light everywhere.
Thank you very much, my brother. You see, the multiplicity of taxation has been stated that it will be unified. Today now, we will now have our NIN connected to our taxation system. This is what the Fiscal and the Taxation Reform Committee has clearly stated. And they said this will happen in the course of 6 to 18 months. One of the first steps they took was to remove the VAT on diesel. And we saw the diesel price came down, though by nominal value, but it dropped down.
But you are still importing diesel. So what impact has that made?
Listen.
You remove VAT, my brother, on diesel, and still the price of Rome have skyrocketed.
Rome was not built in a day.
When we Rome build this administration in a day. This administration 3 years of Nigeria's independence.
There are two things. Is it that you want to go to debate or you want to debate me?
No, are you debating me or you are asking me? We are interacting. So we are interacting.
America. I think where is president now? Where is Tinubu?
Okay.
Is it Tinubu that will put food on the table?
Where is it?
Is it one put food on the table?
Lagos fine. That's why they voted for you.
You want put food on the table? I've told you go back to Edo and farm for yam. By the way, you see,
He wanted to farm, but there is no security.
well, there's no security.
His life is being threatened.
There's no security.
SPC don't recruit around. Why will I go to farm?
There's no security. You're just staying up. Of course, there's no security. There's no security. You're just staying. Are you not? What is about doing? What is about doing?
They are in charge of
Do you agree that Obaseki is a competent governor?
You can sit down.
Do you agree?
Hold on.
Why is there no insecurity in Lagos now? Why is there no insecurity in Ogun State? Why is there no insecurity in Oyo State? Are you not aware that Obaseki is a useless governor? Thank God you've accepted that. You see, Lucky should have gone back home to go and farm for yam. As far as we know, yam is a cash crop. That is a food crop, but I mean, it can be exported. Ordinarily now, this man should have about 2 acres of land farming yam, aggressively. And I can tell him that if he doesn't have security in his state, first and foremost, he must hold his state governor, that big mounted governor of Obaseki, he must hold him responsible. Because the likes of Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Oyo State, Ilorin State, Ogun State, who are subject to Fulanis, are not having that serious level of insecurity. Now, Bili, Edo, who they always always shout that they don't know the Lagos. They are not saying that they have transformer on their head. Their governor who is just mouth white, he cannot do anything.
Now,
It's a shame.
let me come in. You are in Lagos. Let's start from Lagos. How many local governments in Lagos has one a tractor for farming? You are in Nigeria now. They don't have any tractor.
Let me tell you.
Any farm they are farming.
Let me tell you.
Where they can absorb the populations within this locality. I create job for them. The local government.
Let me tell you something. That question you asked me, you're asking a question from the point of ignorance or lack of knowledge. Lagos does not have the competitive advantage to go into what we call white farming. But however, in Ikorodu we have an agro processing hub. We have the biggest rice mill in Nigeria.
Lagos rice. You don't know. Where can we get the Lagos rice?
You don't know that Lagos State has the Lagos rice. Where is it located? And where can we get it? That is, just tell us. See, it is clear. It is clear. You have intentionally put market. Can you get it? And a blind eye to the progress of Lagos.
We have Ekuma rice, Auti rice.
Mr. decided to
always run away.
When you coming too hot this moment,
Akule, they always run away. I am telling you, that you go to farm in my place here. Many families have recruited Boko Haram. Thereby, if I go to farm, they will kidnap my enemy. So I can't go to farm there. Everywhere all over Nigeria, Boko Haram took over all over our land. So people in the north now, not at the highest point that produce food. Now, if they are going to farm, they have to go with soldier or police. Is that the right thing? Is it good? Now, don't forget that when Shawolu came, he said Lagos want to produce rice. When he went and connect with Taraba governor to bring rice today, ask does Lagos have, like, just make sure name, say this Lagos rice, or Lagos State, Ekuma rice, Auti rice, Ubiada rice. You see, more than 5 types of rice you have there. So don't mind me.
No, if Lagos have the largest rice mill, why every state or local government in Lagos should have farm, expanse of farm where they cultivate rice,
even
so
China,
that they can create job for the teeming population.
China, if you go to house, you see they plant vegetable.
You have the largest rice mill and they don't have farms.
Because see free oil for my village, for my backyard. Enjoy free oil, enjoy free taxes. And the highest job in Lagos is Agbero. Water. That's why you come. Let's come to make noise here. He doesn't even know how people are suffering. I don't say we suffer in our backyard.
Sorry, Mr. Lee, I have just a question for you before you left. I would have loved to ask you this question before of the camera. Thank you, Mr. Lucky. Mr. Lee, can you come? Let me ask you this question because it's very pertinent. Let's know how Tinubu has expended the $1 billion. Of course, he borrowed again. It's quite unfortunate. We have the MC Grammar. MC Grammar, you're welcome. Okay, while we wait for MC Grammar, MC Fansa, let's have your own thoughts. And for those who are commenting, good morning. Yes, we are keeping it real and live here in Core Wave TV. It's been an exciting moment, so to say, and I believe you are enjoying this moment, honestly, and it's hilarious arguments and most entertaining, so to say. And we bless God. Whatever happens, of course, today we are preserved. Mr. MC Gama, you're welcome. Just in a few minutes.
All right.
Yeah, good morning. The state of the nation this morning.
Yes, good morning, my brother. Good morning, Nigerians and diaspora. Good morning, Nigerians, anywhere you're watching me from. This is MC Grammar on the microphone. And you were asking a question this morning. You said so.
Yes, you last time you said you obtained $1,000 and
yes, of course.
The exchange rate now is 1,025 naira per dollar. So possibly, where are we heading from here?
The dollars is still going 2,000. I'm sorry to say that. We're still going 2,000. We have not really arrived that place that dollars going That's to tell you have bad governance. You know my problem in this country. When you ask somebody say, oh the presidents, you ask president says, oh the CBN governor. You ask issue, if they keep on pointing accusing finger to them, nobody wants to be responsible for any problem. That is the problem we're facing in Nigeria. And all these are stupid leaders, they don't care. They think Tinubu cares. If they as well, let him get to 2,000. All he knows is that in as long as he's eating and affording what he wants to eat. And that's all. You understand me? Just look at yesterday. I was even voicing, I was just going through Liberia. I saw one guy was making comment on Liberia. I thought George Weah is ruling Liberia very well. He gave me stupid comments. Saying Liberia is a drug baron. That Liberia has come to drug baron zone. I was surprised. Said they want to print what's it called, this card, voters card, in quantity that George Weah wants to instill himself again. He was warning people to keep off on George Weah. Can you imagine? African leaders are the same. The only George Weah I thought that is even working Liberia, that one is a failure too. So how much more Tinubu? That one will just kill us. So there's no problem. Imagine George Weah that plays football. I'm a football fanatic. I followed George Weah very well, but if George Weah could be behaving like this, then definitely, I want to say this, there's no for
How will an average a commoner within Nigerian state survive? Diesel is 1,000, exchange rate 1,000, possibly a loaf of bread might be taken towards 1,500.
Of course. That's it. That's to tell you that we happen to find ourselves in a messed up country. Tinubu should be held accountable. Although, is it Tinubu that is going on forgery or no forgery certificate? All those ones. Though I know very well they cannot keep Tinubu out. Tinubu is out of it. Nobody can dare remove him out of the office. So
Nobody can dare
nobody can dare remove him.
Now, commenting on the Israel massacre by the Hamas, what do you?
Yes, I love it because those people look for trouble first. The Palestinians, they look for trouble first. So if you look for trouble, sit down and wait for the trouble when it comes to your house. So that was, and you know Israel. See, I used to tell these stupid Nigerians, every time you pray. Did Israel pray before they strike Palestinians? You see our mentality in Nigeria. Even in Nigeria, they say go and put in fasting and prayer. Ain't sure. But did Israel pray? No. Israel became a strike. And they're still striking.
But what were Israel defense doing before these people were able to break in their
They never expected them. So let me tell you.
Does it mean that they are not at alert?
Not that they are not alert.
Territory?
Israel are not used to fighting. Right now, there's not. See, if they're fighting war, the world is alert. There's no war. Everywhere is peaceful. It can happen to anybody. You understand? Everywhere is peaceful, so Israel lacks. And so when these people strike, then Israel decided and shoot. So Israel is finishing them. In fact, if they won't let them burn the whole of Palestine, I don't care.
So we are being beheaded.
Let them finish the
Children, innocent children.
What is my innocent child?
Just as what is happening in the northern part.
What is my problem? See, you are the first to look for trouble. What are those people that kill in Israel? Where are you going to count those ones? What are we saying now? And now they are striking back, they are saying children. What is children here? Where people look for my trouble first?
Do you think this war might have a spillover?
No, it's not going to happen.
In Nigeria.
It's not going to happen.
Considering the way of thinking and mentality of
ordinary Nigeria cannot handle them. Nigeria showed us they are prepared for war. Waiting Nigeria will withdraw. Oh, but forget that. It's not going to split. There's no way it's not going to. The only one I'm looking again is China and these people. There's going to be a problem with them. China, I've forgotten that country. There's going to be war between China and these people.
Japan? Japan?
Not Japan. I will remember the name. China and some.
Hong Kong?
Is it Hong Kong or so? Yes. China and Hong Kong. There's going to be war. Those are the next people I'm looking at. China is going to go and fight this thing.
With the way things are going in Nigeria, do you foresee the possibility of plunging into another deadly civil war?
No. Nobody's going to fight civil war. The men that fought civil war are men. This one are boys now. We don't have men again. All the ones we have now are boys. So there is no civil war. So let's just forget the aspect of civil war.
Okay, one of the viewers said China and Taiwan
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for correcting me. China and Taiwan, because I was trying to remember Taiwan. China and Taiwan. They are the next people I'm looking at. I'm telling you the truth. That's when I sat there to my job, I just said China and Taiwan. They are the next people. I'm telling you. And so I will not be surprised if I just wake up one day and just happen to see that China and Taiwan are fighting. That's the truth. So they are the people I am looking at now that is going to kick the next fight. China and Taiwan.
What is the way forward for Nigeria? Nigeria is not working. Nigeria is not working. We should have patience. We should have patience. According to the president, have more patience for me. That I have a better plan and prospect for you.
Do you know?
I'm Nigeria confused on who to believe.
I want to tell you something that happened in person. Did you know that I was sort of criticizing government even right from when Buhari was there? Something happened in first. I was so surprised. I was going to Ikeja. So this guy was in. I was just going. Hey, they shouted. So I thought that it was an army man. And they were doing it like this. So I was like, what do you have with army men? So I got there. You know, I said that, can you don't more shady or like, hey, waiting at me, you don't go. I said, can you MC Grandma, you are, well, I watch you, alive. But can you make I talk with you, they talk that I like them the moment I talk to government. Make government and they listen to me. Yeah, I was shocked. So, any man is feeling me. Any man is feeling my talk. That's to tell that this country is messed up. Imagine a military man that is supposed to be on the side of government are even telling me they are my side, telling me that what I'm saying is the right thing. Everybody's tired. I'm telling you the truth, everybody's tired. We want a better Nigeria. We want a working Nigeria. But with this Tinubu, we're not going to get it. I'm telling you the truth. Let John Tinubu do his 8 years because it's automatic. He's going to do it 8 years. Let him do his 8 years and that's all. But not just certainly not.
So you are prepared to take whatever happens in the country.
Oh, certainly not to the Tinubu government. Let's see what is going to happen. But I know fuel is going to come down next year. I've worked it. I sat down, reasoned it. Very soon we finally will work. Because sometimes I talk like prophets. We could work around February. You understand? So when we finally start work, I think before we come down. That's what I see.
Yes, thank you so much, MC Grandma, for your wonderful submission. Please, active fans, don't forget to hit the like buttons. Subscribe if you have not done so. We appreciate you for doing that. And of course, we are keeping it live and direct. You are here with us, and let's know what is your own thoughts regarding the happenings within the Nigerian state, and how best you think that this nagging issues with all, of course, each multi-dimensional facets could be addressed. And what do you think Nigeria could do to get it right? Or could it be a way of cutting, let every region or ethnic nationalities find their way and of course decide their own future? Because being together in the state of motionless and despair does not pay off, and neither is it in the interest of any society or region. What do you think could be done differently? Or do you think the best way is to japa? Then when you japa, we should build that supposed or desirable city or nation. It is rather unfortunate that Nigeria is trapped in this quagmire, and that is unfortunate indeed. We have Mr. David Sampson. You're welcome. While David comes, let's hear his own thoughts and opinion regarding the happenings within Nigeria. Mr. David, good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Chibuzi. It's a wonderful morning to be here again.
Thank you. And yes, the state of the nation, you are looking sweet. What is the secret?
I'm looking sweet. Wow, is it because I'm putting on the plate?
Is there a rich man that can have this kind of beer?
This kind of beers.
Yes, and
I love beers. So probably
dropping some olive oil.
Keeping beers is not the indices for being living healthy now. So that's all the indices.
How many Nigerian masses do you think are eating well? I mean, balanced diet as there is up to having the basic constituent of the food classes today.
I believe the sort of economy and the sort of nation. The only set of people living well are the elites. These are the business, these are the bourgeoisies, owners of means of production, those those in government, those within the corridor of powers. Because if you say an average Nigerian man barely feed, probably another Nigerian man does ratio 1:1, eat in the morning, probably skip the lunch or brunch and then eat something at night just to keep himself going, because it is so rare before you see an average Nigerian man on the street, ordinary Nigerian man on the street eating balanced diet. Nobody eats balanced diet now, except for those in the corridor of power, except for the adults who get money via their older means, and then government have empowered them. They start from the masses, and then see illegally make them rich. So these are the people that can afford, because this money these guys make it on a daily basis. And for the and for the civil servants, they also embezzle money in the ministry. And for the so-called politicians, and for the owners, and then there are some sort of people who call themselves the bourgeoisies. These are the owners of means of production, like Dangotes, like the Otodolas, like the Alakijas, their own oil block, and the former president and vice president. But if you say you're a salary earner that earns below 100K, my brother, nobody is eating well in this part of the world. And then these kind of people, we are even much populated than those that feed well. So people that don't feed well, we are very much compared to people that feed well. And then that is as a result of the government's negligence. The government have not been able to do the needful, because if fully the government have done the needful, a country, even those government will make sure that people that don't have job should be captured in the budget, in the yellow budget, so that stipend can be given to them. Probably when you have a job, government can take you off that scheme. Government can take you off that scheme. Okay, fine. You now own a job. Let us take you off the scheme and then let us put people there. And then see, you see all over the world, people that don't have an apartment, government build housing scheme for them. As long as you are jobless, okay, manage this one. That's the time when you just want to do it. But in this part of the world, nothing is happening. Nothing like that is happening. Everybody in the Nigerian system, everybody tends to sort for themselves. How you generate power yourself, how you buy gas yourself, how you fill your tank yourself, how you feed your children yourself, how you pay bills yourself, how you even access medical facilities. It depends on yourself.
Let me just break this good news to SM fans so that they can take notes. Yes, there was a young boy called Savior Michael Rocky. Yes, I conducted an interview regarding his desperation quest for search for livelihood on the 30th of August, and today he has been able to get employment, and I thank God he's working. He has commenced work. This is with the help of Call Web TV and Mrs. Joy. Hey, God bless you for standing in for one of the Nigerians who are in the state of destitute. But today, he has been able to get an employment that he could be expecting something by the end of the month. I think that's when we say encourage us to do better. We are not here to play, and we thank God for contributing to the development of humanity. And we needed more support so that we can get him a place to rest his head. You see, imagine yesterday sleeping under the rain after coming a very tedious day's work. So it's nothing encouraging. About 350 so might get him a place to stay for 1 year and get one or two utensils for him. So if you want to partner with us to get that done, just try to reach me, and my number is already available at the description line. You can get in touch with me. Let's do the work. Rather than blaming government all the way, we can do something to salvage and save humanity in our own capacity. Irrespective of wherever we might be residing, you can cooperate and partner with us. Yes, we have achieved that great feat. That wouldn't have been possible by the grace of God, if not, of course, the help of Conwave TV and Mrs. Joy here. And I really appreciate everyone who might want to buy into this, just to get him a room to lay his head, and God will be glorified and you have your blessings. Thank you so much. And David has said that there are millions of Nigerians who are homeless, jobless, foodless, if there's any clothless, shoeless. It is something terrible. More than a full-blown war is going on. But the little we can contribute to the development of humanity. We have done it before, and we are committed to do it again and again by the grace of God. And God grants us the enablement and the resources to do so. Yes, back to this situation. Dollar is 1,000 plus today. What happens to the vulnerable Nigerians?
Most of Nigerians know the effects of dollar, what it has on our economy. And one of those things is that we cannot pray for dollar to drop at the parallel market, because it's as if what are the mechanisms you need to put in place for this price to be checked? It's like you coming to church, God, please let dollar drop. To me, that's a foolish prayer. Governments should know what to do. You cannot expect.
Since they don't know, can we tell them what to do?
No, government knows what to do. Just that they are not being selfish. Majority of these guys earn in dollar. So to some extent, it pays them. Majority of them earns in dollar.
Especially central bank workers, they earn in dollars. Even Central Bank of Nigerian workers earn in dollars.
Even the senators
earn in dollars.
Even the senators.
Oil chevrons and all that.
Even the senators too. So even the senators too. Even senators too. Earns in dollars. So now, are you telling me that the government doesn't know that for government to make our naira strong, you need to start building factories. You need to start exporting. Government knows this. Government knows what to do. That's no society would want to match with dollar without you not building a formidable economic and a viable environment for investors to thrive.
Especially the small scale.
Government knows this. No, are you telling me that? Look at from beggar to order from beggar to this. Okay, how many industries can you count? There are no industries. So see, how do you expect dollar to come back to 1 naira? It is impossible. It's not a magic. It is until when government come to terms and come to reality that we need to start building industry so that people can engage and then people can work, and then our goods and the commodity too can be exported abroad. So that will make our they are in high demand. Exactly.
Natural resources.
Now, why human capital? No, it is simple. Now, see. In economics, they will tell you that the higher the demand, the lower the quantity demanded. Now, what does it imply? That every Nigerian now goes abroad to import. So, see, our naira definitely will be useless, because see, dollar will now become a thing of high demand globally. So now, what way do you think you can weaken naira? Is just make sure that we start producing all these things that we go abroad and then import, so that we can also export them abroad. So that will make a naira compete, and then government should think outside the box and start building industries. Because last time Tinubu went to Egypt Bank last month and got about $1.2 billion just to crash into
$1.2 billion just to crash forex.
Now,
And today, what is the achievement?
when I said that, I queried
Not into another bed.
I queried that policy. That one with a president that claimed to be an accountant, that claimed he knows about economy, we have gone to the extent to borrow money for it to put into forex, so that dollar can crash, and that dollar crashed for like 2 days. But after the third day, what happened now? Half of dollar now. How much is dollar now? So I think both the president and his economic team need to think outside the box. It is no longer no longer a child's play. You know the effects. You know the effects of this dollar. It will cause inflation. It has caused multiple inflation. Now you don't expect me to source for dollar.
You are coming here. I would have.
You don't expect me to source for dollar at a very high rate. Now bring goods from abroad and then expect me to sell at a cheaper rate. It is impossible. You don't know what that means. Price of things in the market will skyrocket. So that is the effect of dollar. Every Nigerian is facing. That is the effect of dollar, and then the inflation in the market. So what the government think outside the box to make sure that we start production in this country. That is the only way. Let's Tinubu, you should borrow all the money in the world. Rather than asking China to borrow money, why don't you have China to borrow you ideas, technology, a clip of how their economy is being run. So every time you go China to borrow money.
Me, who spoke earlier on, said that Nigerians are not creative. Do you agree with him? Nigerians are not creative. They are those Mr. Niyi, just to defend the indefensible.
90% of Nigerians, 90% of Nigerians establish and create their means of livelihood. 90% of Nigerians establish and create, even without standard. You see Nigerians going to get PF, just they can at least transact business. You see Nigerians striving to even sell online. Most Nigerians even go to meet business.
I'm not the comment section.
Go to meet business owners just to get business and just to sell online. Majority of Nigerians are very, very creative. Majority of Nigerians are very industrious. Majority of Nigerians, how creative do you want it to be? These same people these same Nigerians source for power themselves. Don't forget in the business at times labor will not be light. These people have to run fuel or diesel. Don't forget that these people also go to the market and they make things very okay for themselves. So what creativity does he want? Look at everything. Now if these people have access to government loan, these people will do much better. Exactly. With the little loan given to them, these people can make exploits. These people can try. Imagine government giving out loans to small scale business owner. Imagine. So don't you think these guys, their business will expand? Just get more opportunities. They can easily employ people too. Imagine the government of Tinubu use that $1.2 billion and distribute it to small scale industry. How the impact it would have made, what's the impact in the economy? So you want to face forex, you can imagine. So that is the first. I believe he may be regretting his actions. Now, what is the way forward? It's not working. Are you planning to tap out? What is your plan? The way forward is that since October 1st, after the president speech from Mr. President, nobody has set his eyes on Mr. President. Nobody knows where he is. Even as of yesterday, the vice president was in Kogi State to flag off Kogi gubernatorial election. Where is the question is, where is Mr. President? Literally, if he is not in the office, he should have transferred power to the vice president or wrote to the Senate that I'm going on medical leave, I'm going on sabbatical leave, but nobody knows where the president is. the question is, where is Mr. President? You know, a lot of Nigerians now, UK,
or someone once said that as you know, Buhari can govern anywhere from the world. Don't you think that the same
cannot join issues with lifestyle and Oshomole. I can't join issues with him because Oshomole to me is not able to welcome with. So I cannot join issues with him. So imagine an elder statesman coming out to vomit trash. What he said is to me is just nonsense. How can an elder statesman come out on public to say such things? So I think I cannot join issues with him.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
For your time and immense contributions here this morning. Yes, Austin fans, I recall during my defense, project defense, or when I was about to pick my project topic, I met my professor supervisor, late Professor E.M. Mbeno of blessed memory, a professor of nuclear physics. I said I want to design and construct, of course, a device that will be able to pick the radiative concentration of the environment or the atmosphere at any given time. He said, well, it's a laudable process or prospect, but it will cost me about 500,000. Then he said that the government cannot fund me, nobody can support me. So, and I have within the timeline of about 6 months to complete it. So can I afford such money? As I said, I can't afford it, but I needed to do such a laudable project in service of humanity. You can imagine that, what the education system has turned to, where you have NECO, National Examination Council, cancelled more than 92 schools because of what? Corruption, because of malpractice. What is the nation becoming? You see, a student that had A1 in mathematics, he can solve simple algebra, simple fraction, addition of fraction. Somebody that has A1 in physics cannot even plot graphs, cannot even determine the slope or the gradient of a graph. So how does that magic happen? It means Nigerians have not seen the worst instead, because we are not blaming Tinubu's certificate saga, but we are unfortunately compounding the situation by even teaching most of the so-called Christians and Muslims who goes to church and give thanksgiving. I mean, they are insulting the intelligence of abusing the person of God and encouraging their own children into corruption, malpracticing, urging them to find their way, the shortcut to success. That means Nigeria, of course, is on the way of endless destruction if nothing is done to check this. Possibly the wrath of God might be coming upon all and sundry in this country. The politicians have decided their own part. Even the students and the masses, rather unfortunate, are not helping issues. The citizens, the masses are even aiding the destruction of this system. It's quite unfortunate that we find ourselves here. Let's have your thoughts. Good morning, young man. We want to hear your view. Thank you so much, Stefans. We end it up here. As I rightly said, congratulations to Michael Savio, who, by the grace of God, have been able to get or secure something doing. He has been put out of the street, of course, out of bus stop where he usually stays, to now a more corporate environment where he could, of course, begin his journey to the desired future. That was possible by the grace of God through the partnership of Corwave TV and Mrs. Joy Ehe. May the good Lord continue to bless you for partnering with us. Thank you for what you have done. Thank you in anticipation for more is expected. And of course, to Estin fans hearing me all over the world, you could choose, of course, to add value to humanity. Yes, because whatever we have here on earth, whatever you think you are today, one way or the other, you may have received help or favor from God or from people God motivated to do so. So we can rid our society, of course, of the crime and the pending doom if we one by one pick people out of street who possibly might become or constitute nuisance to the society and give them, of course, a belonging, a sense of belonging, and to begin to plan for their future. But in Nigeria, it appears that there is minimal or little or no chances of survival, especially the millions of Nigerians who are homeless. Nobody cares for them, just as Lucky was one of them, but he was lucky. His name was speaking for him, and I hope that God will continue to shower his mercies upon his life and will become a testimony to his generation. On this note, of course, I call it a day until the next edition. Remember, blessed as you deem it necessary to partner with us. For those whom I want to have my number in partnership with this program and subsequent one, my number is 0806 422 8967. 0806 422 8967. Remember, blessed and have a great day.